What's up, everybody? It is day 13 of 31 and 31, and today the movie on the menu is Satanic Panic. Hey, we're getting off another and going back on to the regular scheduled films. And it's funny because originally I didn't really plan it out this way and didn't think about it when I put the House of the Devil before this movie. And then all of a sudden I was like, as I was watching, I was like, wait, I really see like how the similarities, especially with the name and what it's kind of going on in this, and the fact that it's kind of making fun of all those old type of movies that were like this from the 70s, where the last movie really like paid homage to that type of movie. This movie kind of makes fun of everything because honestly, it's actually a relatively good horror comedy. I really like the players in this movie. The actress that plays Samantha, another Samantha, isn't that weird? They're back to back. Does a really good job as her role as the pizza delivery person who gets in a little bit of a jam there with the cult group, the satanic cult group that ends up finding out that she's a virgin and decides to sacrifice her. The movie starts off, and this movie is pretty goddamn bloody, and it's still really, really entertaining, and it starts off like absolutely crazy, and there are a lot of things that kind of shift in different directions, who she meets up with and kind of befriends. You see that there was something that was meant for her instead of our poor old dear Samantha, and the ending scene is absolutely crazy, where they finally have the big cult meetup, and it's great. I really enjoyed this movie. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's great to have a couple movies back to back that you really like before I probably end up in the proverbial, shit that's out there of these type of movies. And this one definitely is not a slow burner. It moves very fast. It is very funny. Jerry O'Connell is fucking great as the husband, who he is the real life husband to our main, Rebecca Romaine. I didn't mean to make it rhyme like that, but it does. It does fall a little short in some parts, just in story, and there is a little bit of a lull kind of in the little bit of the second act, kind of going into the third act, and some things seem really, really like implausible. Like, I get it, everybody in the area is in on the whole thing, which, that's not really a spoiler, that's actually just a part of the movie, and you kind of get that as you're watching the film. But there are a couple of things and times where I'm just kind of like, really? Is that really the way, and they like how we're going to do everything? And then the ending just throws me for a fucking loop. And I really, really enjoy it. And I like that there's like the power struggle in between the people, and that Rebecca Romaine's character is, viewed as being like a little too old school. It's just good. It's just a very good movie. I don't know if I can get it into that echelon of 4 out of 5s. But we're gonna give it I rarely give 3.5s, but Satanic Panic, it deserves a good 3.5 out of 5. Killer little girls, and that is something that you find out later in the film. It's very good. It's very funny, but sometimes the jokes just kind of miss, and then other times they're a little bit obscure. Not necessarily obscure, but it's hard to talk about this movie without giving a lot away, so it might be why this is one of the more shorter ones that's out there for the reviews. But I remember the first time that I watched it, I was pleasantly surprised, and this time I'm even more pleasantly surprised. I still enjoyed it. It's good to get a comedy in there every once in a while, and I think that this film really does a good job, especially the way that it starts, and everything just seems so downtrodden on Samantha with her job and everything like that. She's new in the area, and she has to take these weirdo ones where they're thinking she's getting involved with a sex cult. Little do we know, it's not a sex cult at all. So it's still a lot of fun. Like, if you've been on the fence about watching it, I say go ahead and watch it, because you'll have a good time. You're not going to be watching this for some like big, it's going to be this big meaning of everything. No, you're literally watching it for the blood, the guts, the gore, and the funny that does happen in this movie. So go ahead, spoil yourself, watch Satanic Panic, and we'll see you next time on another one of these 31 and 31 Nights of Horror, 31 Nights of Halloween challenges that we've got out there. I wonder what tomorrow is going to bring.